Greetings and salutations, fellow babies. This is Slab Maxwell, and today we're going to be talking about what comes inside this interesting little case right here. What comes inside this interesting little case right there is this, the iTaste 134. You've heard about it, you've seen pictures of it, you've said, good God Almighty, who would take this thing out in public and vape it? Well, I did, as a matter of fact, and I got many weird stares, but we'll talk about that later. So what is the iTaste 134? What else comes in this box? Anything? Well, you get a single iClear 30, which I'm not going to mess with, because I'm passing this along to Uncle RJ, e-cigadvanced, so he can do a written review. But that's what you get. You get this, you get an iClear 30, and you get the cool little case. What's that going to set you back, you ask me? Well, I'll tell you. It's going to set you back somewhere between $125 and $150. So for $150, you're essentially getting this, which is a very well-built stainless steel mod. It's a very well-built variable wattage stainless steel mod. I want to make that clear. It is not a variable voltage mod. It does not check the resistance of your device. It does not give you a numerical indication of your battery life. It is a variable wattage mod, albeit a very well-built and heavy variable wattage mod that you could use as a personal protection device. This thing is heavy. You see these little cutouts here on the bottom battery cap? If you smack somebody upside the head, if you're coming out of work late at night, somebody's creeping along up behind you as you're getting into your car, whip this thing out and smack them upside the head with it, they're going down, no problem. Stainless steel construction, really nice. You got all these little bars all the way around here that makes it look like a sonic screwdriver or a miniature nuclear reactor or a machine gun or whatever. It makes it look weird, is what it makes it look like. But it is what it is. It's really, I'm assuming it's for collectors. It's for people that just gotta have weird looking mods. And the more I've had it, the more I've held it in my hand, the weirdness factor has kind of melted away a little bit because I can appreciate the quality of this thing. It's just really well built. In any event, like I said, variable wattage mod, we go from 6.5 watts to 12.5 watts in 1 watt increments. Kinda. What do I mean by that? Well, let me tell you. We start off at 6.5 watts here on our little dial here, our little indicator, whatever. 6.5 watts is the initial setting. You go up to 7 watts. Then from 7 watts to 12 watts, you get 1 watt increments. Then from 12, you go to 12.5, which is another half watt. So essentially, you've got a variable wattage device with 1 watt increments. So you're thinking to yourself, well, geez, $125 or more for a variable wattage device that only goes in 1 watt increments. And that's what I said, and that's kind of what I say still. But, again, it's a very well-built mod. It looks weird, yeah, sure. I took this to work today. I had it sitting on my desk. My boss came up and said, what the hell is that thing? I said, well, it's a miniature nuclear reactor for powering our remote mixing board when we do live broadcasts. He actually fell for it. I mean, what the hell, you know? It's a bizarre little thing. It's a flux capacitor or something. But no, I finally clued him into what it was. But in any event, let's move along here. Let's wrap this up. We've got a beauty ring here on the top, which unscrews to reveal our Ego/510 connector with a floating center pin. Good job, Innokin. Nice threads. Now, I mentioned that this was stainless steel construction. I'm sure the connector is not stainless steel, but I know for sure that this bottom battery cap is not stainless steel. It looks like chrome-plated something or another. But it has, instead of a spring, this little brass post, which is spring loaded. It's very stiff, so you don't have to worry about jostling this around and making or breaking contact with your battery. This is going to make a solid connection. Now, like most other Innokin devices, 3 clicks on the power button turns it on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we get the little light show. Now, as far as battery life, you get green for a fully charged battery. It turns yellow as the charge decreases to about the 50% point. And just before it dies, you get the red at the very top. So when does it change to yellow? I don't know. I'm assuming 3.5, 3.6 volts, maybe 3.7. I don't know. I haven't bothered to measure that. But I do know, interestingly enough, on a 2250 mAh 18650 battery, I get about a full day and most of the night of vaping before the red light comes on, which is really a couple of hours more than I get out of my VAMO. So I'm assuming the fact that there's no display, there's no resistance checking, there's no circuitry involved with measuring and displaying the voltage level of your battery, that it's saving a little bit of power there. But, you know, an hour or two extra is an hour or two extra. Now, how does it vape, you're asking? Well, let's screw on a smoke trophy tank, which looks quite nice sitting on top here. And we'll give it a vape. Not bad. There's a 2 ohm, excuse me, throat hit. There's a 2 ohm coil in this trophy tank, and I know that because I measured it on a VAMO. I wouldn't know it from this. With some DIY tobacco juice in here, and it's great vapor. It's a 70-30 juice. Nice vapor, killer throat hit, really good taste. Which really says more about the topper here than it does this, because really, this is just a glorified battery holder, all right, with a switch. Sure, it's got circuitry to change the amount of current going to the coil. Yeah, it's got circuitry that will prevent you from blowing yourself up if you put the battery in upside down. It's got the normal protection features, short circuit protection. That's the only resistance checking you get. But, you know, if you're looking for a unique, interesting, extremely well-built mod that will probably outlive you, then it's maybe not so bad for 125 to 150 bucks. But if you're looking for more bells and whistles, if variable voltage is important to you, forget this one. If you need a resistance checker, forget this one. If you need to know exactly how much voltage is left in your battery, forget this one. But if you just want a cracking good vape and a solid, well-built mod that you could probably throw up against the wall and it would still work great, you're getting personal protection, you're getting exercise equipment, and you're getting a vape mod. So maybe 125 bucks, 150 bucks, maybe it's not so bad after all. That's for you to decide. Anyway, the Innokin iTaste 134, get one or not. I'm going to pass this on to Uncle RJ, e-cigadvanced. He's going to do a written review on it, which will maybe tell you a little bit more than I did. But in any event, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and keep on vaping, fellow babies.
Trumpets! I can hear trumpets! That's so good!